Welcome to the Takers 212. My name is Raphael. The title for this episode is School is Back, and I'm just going to jump right into it. The summer is officially over, pools are now closed, and sweater season is here. The weather is starting to get chilly again, and the leaves will soon fall off the trees. First thing you notice in the morning isn't the smell of coffee anymore. It's the heat of the radiators warming up the house. A new school year means readjustment of schedules and a flood of emotions for everyone. Morning alarms have to be set earlier, now we have more things to get done. One less hour of sleep makes a big difference in the morning. It determines if we'll have breakfast or not, if we'll have coffee or not, even if we'll be singing in the shower or not. If we lack any of these things, our attitude for the day is bound to be anything but friendly. It is tough enough prepping for ourselves. Now we have to get our kids ready as well. One thing we always notice is how loud the kids are at home, yet so shy in school. Even though they eat everything at home and often bully their younger siblings, we now have to worry if they'll eat their school lunch or if they'll be the ones getting bullied. Finally, after dropping them off, the guilt you feel handing them off to a new stranger teacher. The second we walk away, we now have our moment we've been waiting on. Now it's time to relax. Most of us can agree that kids would not be in bed by 8, sometimes not even by 9. It is stressful having to chase after them just to get them ready. They always get hungry right before bed, and no one wants to be the first in the shower. Once they're finally asleep, we're so exhausted that we might as well join them. Morning comes, everything is the opposite from the night before. No one wants to get out of bed, everyone's competing for the shower, and breakfast is usually ignored. Pickup is a whole new challenge. Not arriving in time makes such things as parking and navigating through the crowd much harder. On the way home, their attraction to McDonald's and Dunkin' is hard to dismiss. At home, we have to prep their food and persuade them into eating. It's not easy trying to have them focus on the most basic activities. It was bad enough with TV as we were growing up, but YouTube is the real addiction. If all this may seem too much, it is certainly not the end. We will be fighting the evils of society from every aspect so they won't consume our kids as a whole. Kids are the future and they depend on us. We should dedicate our time and make sure they understand the world. If not, they won't survive it. As they grow, we will see the results of our parenting. The environment we raise them in is very important. Many things beyond our control are influencing our kids' mental growth. Then we like to wonder where we went wrong. It is not all about what you teach them, but in this day and age, it's more about how can I get their mind straight so they can learn to ignore anything that will harm them. Superficial distractions such as social media, constant partying, and endless socializing ultimately leads to emptiness inside. Indulging in meaningless things becomes easier when the comfort we enjoy diminishes our motivation. As a result, we grow weaker and more susceptible to manipulation, supporting agendas that damage society. With the most technological and up-to-date internet, we still know very little over world events. Our families, cultures, and institutions are being destroyed purposely via hidden agendas. Our focus is being shifted to meaningless and evil habits. Time is precious. Before we know it, we will disappear. And all we will leave behind is our kids and what we taught them. The time to fight is now. and the fight is just getting started. That's a wrap.